What's up? If you're new here, my name is Josh. I think today is day 36, right? Day 36. That's what I go through every 10 seconds. That beeping noise, sirens going by, someone outside screaming. And the windows are closed. It's completely closed, but whatever. Today I kind of want to be about um, just me talking about a certain topic. It's not really an informational video. I usually, you see, I usually make a video and give, at least some advice to a certain extent, somewhat informational videos. But I don't think this is gonna be that type of video. Um, it's gonna be me talking about something I like. Just it's hard for me to do, but it has to be done because of certain things. Recently, this passion that I used to have for this thing I used to want to do a while ago, around like 2 years ago, I believe. Actually, until like a year and a half ago, I stopped wanting to do that thing. Started focus on other things. I wanted to do things that were more reasonable, more, like okay, this is more doable type of thing. And I mean career-wise. I'm not gonna say what that thing is on here, but when you look at that thing and then you think about what you want in the future, the type of family you want, and a certain amount of money you want to be making for a certain type of life you want to have, you start thinking about all that stuff. And the thing that I was passionate about, I wouldn't even say passionate, that's not even the right word, because when you're passionate you actually try to do it and all that stuff. I wasn't even trying to do it, but in my head I really 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 wanted to do that thing, but I never took action. Even when I had the money to start that thing, I had a lot of money saved up just for that, and I didn't even touch it. Didn't even take the time to learn it, and just didn't do it. And now that I don't have the money for it, I want to do it again, which, you know, I'm going to school for a really good career right now. That's why I did the whole school thing, because I know that in the future it's gonna come in clutch. It's gonna have, if not a backup, my main. Because I'm going to school right now for HVAC. I don't know if I said that before, but I'm doing HVAC right now, and I go to school at nights. So, and it's only a year program. So after a year, I'll have everything I need. I'll have a job, all that stuff. HVAC technicians, they make a lot of money. They make a lot of money, but now this is not me being greedy with money. Now, is it the amount of money that I see myself making? Yes and no, because there's a certain type of degree of money that you can make with HVAC, believe it or not. But with this thing I want to do is way more. And it's not about the greed, about money, like, oh my gosh, I want to have millions of dollars. But it's the potential I see in myself, and I know I can do way better. Not saying that this is bad, but saying that this could be better. And I know I can achieve this. I just have to apply myself to this. I don't really talk about it with much people, what that thing is. There's only one person I talk about it with, and he actually goes to my school, is because he brought it up to me, and I was like, you know what? I actually did want to do that like around 2 years ago, and I just, I got so distracted that I just stopped, didn't even think about doing it anymore. And yeah, one thing I learned is don't get too comfortable, because once you get too comfortable with one thing, you just don't work towards something else. For example, I was doing these crazy hours at my old job, and with me doing, and that was is my choice. They didn't like force me to do those hours. I had my normal 40 hours, and I would do another 40 on top of that, or even more in just 1 week. So I'd just be busy the whole time, didn't have time for nothing else. And when I did have the time, when I stopped doing those crazy hours, I had all this money saved up. Like, I'm talking about good chunk of money saved up. I didn't put it towards that, which, because by that time I was kind of falling out of wanting to do that, because I was comfortable making whatever I was making there. And that's what I don't want. I don't want to be comfortable making a certain amount, which, by the way, that is not even something to be comfortable about, because it wasn't a lot. Mind you, it was only $17 an hour. That is not a lot of money. Um, but I was working all these hours and stuff, and after I finished doing all those hours, man, I would get in like these groups with like my coworkers, and we would just talk, and we'd be like, "Yo, like it's crazy how we, while I was working those, because some of them would do it with me, but I was the one that would do it the most. So someone would be like, it's crazy that we work all these hours, and someone's making however much we're making in one day. We're making that in 2 weeks. They make it in one day, or even in 5 days. Like even that. Imagine I'm putting in this much hours and I'm getting like 1.5K or 1.2K every other week, while these people making that in a day doing these things that they're doing. But it's because they applied themselves. There's no hate towards them. Obviously, like you want to get to that level, but it's because they applied themselves to get there. I'm stuck here because I want to be stuck here. I'm not there right now, but I'm just saying how it was in the past. I was stuck there because I wanted to be stuck there. I had the money finally. I didn't start it. I didn't do it. And now we're back to square one because, oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys know, but they totally screwed me over with the whole job thing. I thought I had a job, and because I thought I had a job, mind you, they said you are hired. Like it was me, my friend, and his girlfriend. All three of us got hired, told to our faces that we're hired, and they said you will start in November. It is now the 3rd week of November, and that interview was like, it was in October. It was like mid to late October, like in between mid to late October. And it's now November. It's like what? How many days until November ends? Like 12 maybe. Yeah, and now no callback, no nothing. That whole time, because I thought I was hired, I didn't look for another job. I stopped hunting for jobs, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got a job. They said I'm hired, so I'm good. That wasn't the case. They never reached back out to one of them, my friend's girlfriend. They said to her that we are gonna get like called the 8th of November, and none of us got called. So we're like, okay, maybe because the 8th is on a Saturday, maybe they're not gonna really call. So we waited till Monday. And that whole week, nothing. Next week, nothing. Now we're on the 3rd week of November, and we still haven't gotten anything. Imagine they call us in like December. They're like, yo, by the way, this is when you start. Like, nah, y'all told us the 2nd week of November we're starting. And I know some people say, oh, just call them. Mind you, it's 3 people, 3 different managers. None of us got a call back. We all were told we're hired. It makes no sense. They all have our numbers. None of us told we're hired. That's just loss of respect right there. Because 3 different managers, none of them called none of us. Because it's 3 different departments. It was the same place, 3 different departments. None of us got called back. All told November. I know November is not over, but they said the 2nd week of November, and nothing. But anyways, scratch that up. So now we're on the hunt for another job. So, but it's all in the Lord's timing. I don't gotta worry about that because I know the Lord has me and He has my back. So we're good. I don't even know what I'm yapping, but I'm just yapping, bro. But honestly, the whole point of this video is like, I'm trying my best to keep it in until I do it. Meaning, I'm trying my best not to tell people what I want to do and then do it first. And then after I'm doing it, you could tell people. But just do it first, because then these people have expectations of you. I remember with the same topic I'm talking about, I held it in from everybody and nobody knew, and I just never continued with it. But I'm like, you know what, I'm thinking about it. I started talking about it with that guy from school, No way it made its own way back to me like that in school. From this guy I just met. Like, oh, that actually I wanted to do that. And then now we talk about it all the time. Now we message each other about it. When we're at school, we talk about it. And it's become a passion again. Like, I want to do it now, but obviously I need a job first so I can put money into that field and start doing it. When you think about family and stuff like that, like the HVAC thing is good because that's a secure thing. Like, that job security in HVAC is crazy. You'll always have a job. That's why I'm doing this, is because of the job security. But if you ask me what I really want to do, it's this thing, which I won't say, but it's this thing, and I really think I can do it now. Obviously, need to get the money for it, but I just pray the Lord guides me with that and guides me to not be arrogant and greedy with money and stuff like that. No. And also guides me with my finances so that I can actually do that thing and use my time wisely to do it and stuff like that. Because I'll get distracted, honestly. I'll work and then want to do it. Now I have the money. Now it's like, oh, now I'm doing all these other things that don't involve that. I'm like, okay, you say you wanted to start this, start it. Start that thing. And I kind of preach that a lot of my videos, because that is something I used to struggle with, or still do because I still haven't done it. But I've done it with other things. That's why I can relate to it, like with the gym and stuff. Like, oh, just do it. Just start. Go to the gym. Stay dedicated. Don't stop. Guess what happened? I lost 40 pounds in 3 months. And we did really, really good. Right now, I'm going to see whatever knowledge I can pick up on that thing, so that when I do have the money, I don't have to relearn those things. Or not relearn, but learn it when I could just start it right there when I do have the money. Right now that I'm not doing it, I have all this free time in the morning, which I do things in, I'm busy in, but there's times where I'm not. Like right now I'm making this video because I take the last hour before I go to school, or maybe I take an hour in the morning time to make a video. I have like these spaces where I don't have nothing to do, so I do things like this. I can do that same thing with that thing and just practice to get as much knowledge as I can on it, write down a lot of stuff, so that when the time comes, I already know what to do. I start getting that experience, and we're in. This is just a yapping video, honestly, about things I really want to do, or something I really want to do, not things. I'll probably make a video also about, not telling people to do, like what you're going to do, instead of doing it and then telling them. We'll see about that, but that's really the message I'm trying to push with this video, kind of like, keep it to yourself until you do it, because now people are going to have expectations of you because you told them with your mouth that you're going to do that thing, and then they're waiting on you, even though you shouldn't care about what they care about. But now that you told them, they're going to be like, and then you're not doing it, and then it's been like 2 years and you're still not doing it. That's literally me. Even though I didn't tell people exactly what it was, I would tell them that I wanted to do something. I tell them that I can't tell them because I want to keep it to myself. They'd be like, all right, well, I hope you're doing it in however long from now. And then they asked me again, and that time, when that time came, I still wasn't doing it. And that's what I don't want. So while I do have this free time in the morning before I get a job or whatever, I'm going to grind that out in school. Just build up my wisdom on that. Build up my knowledge. But that's pretty much it for this video. Just a bunch of yapping. But, I hope you guys are doing good. Let me know in the comments. Actually, I never asked you guys to leave something in the comments, but let me know in the comments if you guys struggle with that, like telling people and then not doing a certain thing, or if there's something you really want to do but haven't put your foot in it, But that's pretty much it. I love you guys. God loves you. Peace.